What's up, my loves? It's your girl Diamond, and I'm back with the season finale of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Get into it. This was all in one event, literally. So, Mel, she is focused. She's finalizing her finishing touches for her premiere video. She's invited everybody besides Montel because every time he comes, he brings the drama, which I'm agreeing to. And at what point was she inviting him to something that he kept on calling bullshit? You want to talk about your ex-husband? Good night. That video is bullshit. Why would you talk about your ex-husband? Good night, Martel. So, of course, she said he has no more control over my life personally and professionally. So, he will sit this one out. Good night. Goodbye. So, Tiffany comes by because she's now really ready to, hire these interns. This is what Tiffany was hired to do in the beginning. Give Mel some interns, and it's interns from an HBCU, and it's her alma mater. AAMU University, AAMU, Alabama. Alma mater, Alabama. Hope I'm saying that correctly. So then, while that's happening, we are talking about Destiny's Party, which was a good event. But then Tiffany brings up while that was happening, Tisha pulled me to the side to have a conversation, but the way it was presented got me a little bit iffy. She said, "What do you mean?" Well, she started off with, "Okay, well, we don't have any dirt on you. I don't know what it is you went through. I don't know what you're going through. What dirt do you have that we can know more about you?" Some folks might say that Tiffany used different words, but that's exactly the extent of what Tisha asked. She literally said, "We don't have anything negative about you or to say about you," meaning you want to find some dirt about Tiffany to use against her. And I did not like it. Because, of course, Tiffany's like, "Listen, you can ask me questions, but there's a way for you to go about it." And that's not, to me, that's not a way to get to know someone. If I want to get to know you, I'm gonna say, "Hey, how you doing? What's going on?" Not to say, "What's going on in your closet? What skeletons do you have? What bones have you buried?" I'm not gonna go all my way to find literally what negative things to say about you, or what your past have to come back and bite you, come back and haunt you, or come back and throw it in your face. I'm not gonna do that. So, Mel was like, "You sure that's what she said? To find out dirt about you? Is you sure she wasn't trying to make a way to get to know you? If that was the case, she could have chose a different wording. But she literally wanted to find out dirt about me, which was Tisha was trying to do. Because, of course, she keeps saying she's transparent, all this and that. But the way this episode ended, to me, I felt like this was way out of left field. To my opinion, this was left field to me. So, we're gonna move on from that. So we get to Mel's video premiere. It's a really nice event. The coordinator wants to know what's going on with the interns. She said, "Listen, don't hold back. These are my interns. They need to know how to handle working for someone like me, working for the whole brand. So go ahead and give them all the grunt work. This is work experience for them." So while everybody's coming, to the building, everybody's arriving. Oh, the dresses. Tiffany looked great. I loved Tiffany's halter dress. I loved her slick back, curled up mohawk thingy. It was very beautiful. Her makeup was great. I didn't like Destiny's outfit. I didn't like it. It wasn't flattering. And yes, I thought her boobs wasn't lifted to me. Tisha looked cute. I'm not gonna lie, Tisha looked really cute. I thought that Kimmy had on a suit. No, I mean a dress, but she had a pantsuit. And I think the pants were sequins. Didn't like it. Miss Wanda looked at a busy mess. She looked a busy mess. Melody looked great. I loved that dress. I loved her hair. Loved her makeup. She was definitely bronzed, or was that like she was? Oh, she was so gorgeous in that outfit. I loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. So then everybody is arriving, and Maurice tries to tease Destiny that Martell is here, and she's like, "Girl, like, boy, don't do that." So Tiffany said, "Oh, isn't Martell coming? I thought he'll be here." So of course, Destiny took this upon herself to make Tisha look dumb again, even though that was a dumb question to ask. But Destiny would be the main one to call her out. And so it's puzzling how throughout the times you have said maybe Mel and Martell should be in the same room together until they're ready to be adults. So of course, it's puzzling to me on how you want him to be here for a song about him. Okay, Destiny, I don't like that. I don't like how every turn you gotta have something to say about Tiffany in every moment. I don't like it whatsoever. And you're not gonna be there much longer from the way you ended this episode. So girl, pipe down. So we're talking about the honeymoon trip. that Maurice and Kimmy are going on. And Destiny is excited about it because she said, we're going to go on this honeymoon trip with or without you. So she's like super hyped up for it. So Wanda was like, what's wrong? What's going on? Well, I wanted to give Kimmy a honeymoon, but Destiny gifted her one before I could. And now she's talking about she's coming with us. And I told everybody, I said Destiny's going to say she's going to come with us. Yeah, because I'm going. Da-da-da. I don't know how long this joke you're trying to say Destiny is going to last because it's not funny to me anymore. You really going to hop on Kimmy and Maurice's honeymoon? I was already stunned when Kimmy wanted to invite people to her honeymoon. Kimmy, this is a honeymoon for you and Maurice. You guys together. Don't need to invite no other people. And Miss Wanda said, you don't want to invite no single woman on a honeymoon. No, no, you don't. No, you don't. You don't want to do that. No, ma'am. You don't want to do that. So then, yeah, I already said that. So, of course, as Mel's inside of her room, pretty much preparing to make her grand entrance, she's irritated. Because probably there's some things that's out of her control that she can't fix. Because she's over an hour behind, over an hour late into her party, and she's ready to go at this point. Her mom is trying to get her to dance and calm down. So I don't want to dance when I get out of this room. She's waiting for her dogs to arrive. There's something that's going on with another part of the video, or another part of preparing for the video, preparing for entrance, and nothing's going right. And Destiny asked Miss Wanda, how do I find a man now that I'm single? Miss Wanda was talking about butterflies. I don't know where that came from. Open your legs. I'm like, Tootsie Roll, what's that dance you keep a man? I'm like, huh? And having a husband, all the type of stuff. And then we're talking about Miss Wanda's husband. She has a husband and she has a boyfriend. And it was said, do they have significant others? No, I'm the main one. Then Tisha was like, yeah, maybe I need to focus on getting two husbands. Marcel, we don't want to hear nothing about you having two husbands. We don't want to hear that. So this provokes Kimmy to bring up, why is it that in this type of conversation we're always talking about someone's side pieces, side babies, and everybody was like, what? We weren't talking about that. Yes, we were. It's always a type of conversation, having side chicks and side babies. That's always the subject. But we were literally talking about Miss Wanda and her situation. Miss Wanda is proud of the fact that she has two husbands and that she is the main one, that they are willing, that are not in love, that are what the hell am I trying to say? Damn. Pretty much basically saying the only female that her husband and her boyfriend wants is Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda is not in no type of way sharing her husband and her boyfriend with anyone else besides her. Like, that's not what's happening. So it really perplexed me that Kimmy wants to use this opportunity again to plead her case about how she was not a side chick. Move the fuck on, Kimmy. Stop bringing this up. If it does not pertain to you, don't talk about it. It's really bothering me that the remainder last couple of episodes, you keep on trying to plead your case. You were not a side chick. Nobody gives a damn at this point. Is everybody in your DM saying you lying? You lying? I'm confused. Because then it's kind of like, listen, at the end of the day, I wish that Patricia was here because she can vouch for me. And Patricia was the one who introduced us. Here go Tisha. Oh, yeah, we know her. What's with the rolling of the neck? What's that? No. I'm just saying we know her. So Tisha's in her confessional. Apparently, Patricia and Tisha were sisters-in-law. Patricia was married to Marceau's and Maurice's other brother, which has an M name. And she broke his heart. All she said, no backstory, no reason, just say she married him, she broke his heart. So I'm like, oh, Tisha, was this why you mad? Is this why you mad on how you believe that Patricia broke girl code with Kyle by introducing Kimmy to Maurice? That's why you mad, but this is not your fight. This isn't your fight. This isn't your reason to not like Patricia. I guess, okay. So again, Kimmy talked about Patricia, how she was there when, she introduced us, but at the same point in time, there were two grown-ass motherfuckers, Kima's words, signed the papers and got divorced before I even came into the damn picture. Because, again, Maurice said he filed twice. He filed first, left Michigan, moved to Alabama, lived with Patricia and Mark for a while, then filed again, and he said he did not officially meet Kimmy until a year after he filed. Of course, that meant his divorce was final, I guess, or in the midst of being filed. But he was also sown as wild oats, wilding and thotting and bopping out here. And Kimmy did not want no part of that. Like she said, I'm not finna waste my time on a man who does not want to settle down. So she pretty much let him do what he wanted to do until he was ready to be in a relationship, I guess. But again, why are we talking about this right now? And Kimmy was definitely defensive, as if somebody was coming at her or questioning her as to, you sure you want a side chick, when nobody else was talking to her about it. Kimmy brought it up for no reason. For what? For what? And Marisha's kind of like, why does it have to be this much energy? I'm just saying, I'm tired of having this conversation. Okay, well, if it's not true, it's not true. Why bring it up? I don't know what else to say about the situation because it's annoying me. It really is annoying me at this point. So then, Miss Wanda tries to have a conversation with Miss Vanessa. Miss Vanessa was like, do I have to? She said, I guess. So then it just all boils down to Miss Vanessa telling Miss Wanda, listen, mind your business. Don't give my daughter no advice because she's not going to take it. And how dare you as another woman want to tell another woman to stay with a man that's toxic? Because she was saying it takes a village. Okay, well, my daughter got her village. She good. My daughter's good. And she don't need your advice. Your advice is not warranted here. And I would never give no advice to your daughter. But why would you want to give advice to mine? For what? Why? Because what was so wrong with what I said? She should stay with Martell? Yes, Miss Wanda, because that's not your business. And why is it so much your concern to tell Mel she should stay with Martell? For what? For what? You mean tell me if Marceau do whatever he do, the alleged shit that he has going on finally comes out to fruition, you gonna tell Tisha to stay with him? Of course you would, because you don't want Tisha to be alone. Like how you don't want to be alone. You got two men who have two different personalities. You just cannot seem to separate and just be with one man. Miss Wanda, you giving me type of issues that you want your daughter to not live your life, but no, you're living your life through your daughter is what you're giving me. And I don't like it, none whatsoever. I don't. Because I kind of feel like it's a waste of energy for you to constantly come over here to say, why I can't say what I say. Miss Wanda, you can say whatever you want to say, but when you say it to the wrong person who does not agree with you, you can't get upset. You cannot get upset over the things that you're saying to her. Not to me, not really. What are you doing? Hey, I'm sorry, my son's right here next to me. But basically, Miss Wanda, I'm trying to understand I don't understand your reasoning, because you feel like you have the audacity and the gall to come at someone else and tell them what they should do with their child, but yet you don't seem to want to give the same exact advice to your child. No, what it is for me, like, why are you so concerned with someone else's child and what they're doing? Focus on yours. Please focus on yours, because at the end of the day, Miss Vanessa said, I don't come at you with the shit that I hear. Because you keep on saying, but it's on social media. Okay. Half the time it's on social media, it's not even true. Half the time being on social media is not even true. And why do you think you are the main person, the spokesperson, to tell me on some shit that's not even true? I don't care if it's on social media. Miss Wanda is definitely embedded into social media, and she needs to get off it. Because she's going to give that same energy to the wrong person. And Tisha, I don't know how you're going to defend your mom after that. Because, like, you know, with things on social media, you keep on talking about Mel and Martell. Okay, well, I heard on social media that Marceau has 20 women, allegedly. I bit my tongue. And Miss Wanda, you know, backs it up with, yeah, I heard he had a side baby, but I go at him about that. Okay, that's you. I'm not in that. I'm not going to come at you with some shit that I don't know. And if you think I know, I'm not going to come at you without facts. I'm not just going to throw things out there for you to, like, say, oh, for real? Oh, no, that's not true. Like, what the fuck? I'm sorry. It's just that the messiness that Miss Wanda does is not necessary. It's not cute. It could be entertaining. But right now, this isn't funny. This really isn't funny to me. Because Miss Vanessa was like, at the end of the day, don't give my daughter no advice. And if you hear some things on social media, and if you want to say something, don't. Keep it to yourself. Put a muzzle on it. If you're not going to come up with a way.
That's not mustard.
If you're not going to come up with a way to tell me right,
That's not monster.
Then don't say nothing at all.
It's a turtle.
Keep a muzzle on it, please. Good night and goodbye. Have a good day. And here comes Miss Wanda. I mean, she better run because she knows who the right one is. And that's why I did what I did. And she knew not to step to me. Miss Wanda, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Miss Vanessa cleared your ass by saying, shut the fuck up about me and mine, and I'm not going to talk about you and yours. Because at the end of the day, Miss Vanessa will never come at you with some shit that she know is not true about your daughter and her husband. But you think it's right for you to do? It's not right for you to do that shit, Miss Wanda. Not at all. It's not funny. It's not cute. None whatsoever. I don't like that at all. I don't care if it's on social media. Goodbye. So, Tiffany was talking to Lays about how she hasn't seen them since Destiny's Race. And before she can finish that or have a different type of conversation, Tisha decides to bring up the conversation that her and Tiffany had at the event about how, Tiffany wanted more, and she kept on saying she wanted more. I don't know what more meant. And Tiff was like, I never said more. I wanted different. So flashback to, okay, so you wanted more. You said you cheated. You cheated because of what? You wanted more. No, I wanted something different. Because she kept saying, I believe you're going through a hamster wheel. And it's going to the same place every time. I wanted something to challenge me. I wanted something better. So while that was happening, I still was looking lost as to why Tisha, Destiny, and Kimmy are looking as if what Tiffany says is not being clear. She said she wanted different. Why? Okay, well, this was something that I want. I want something different. I want something better. I want something to challenge. I want to challenge. I want someone to challenge me. Keeps me on my toes. Let me look for different things and different ways of making me happy. Way for you to, be beside me. But then it's like the whole thing about being transparent. And the reason why I'm looking at Kimmy as to help, I'm like, Kimmy, you trying to give a dialogue on how to be transparent, but yet you just took an outburst not too long ago about your plight, about how tired of these side chick conversations, and you're trying to defend your case about you not being a side chick. And let's also remember that the last few episodes of this season, you have been petty as hell to talk about a situation that was so fucking small that did not need to be as big as it was. You was not being transparent when you did not tell Tisha you didn't like being in a group message to talk about business. Since you did not tell her that, you became petty and passive aggressive, not making shit up, but just not acting your normal communicative self. And it was annoying to me. It was using Destiny's word, perplexing to me. How you went all about you so transparent and you're an avid communicator, but you're not communicate on how you felt with Tisha gives you that text message. So goodbye on that, Kimmy. So then it's like, first of all, you're telling me that I'm pretty much being a contradictory, one being transparent because I'm not telling you things you guys don't want to hear. But while that's being said, Tisha wants to say, well, listen, there are some things you don't have to say because you don't have to. But if you're going to be transparent, as you say, I would think that some type of conversations can be happening and some type of questions could be happening. Like, when you wanted more, how about if we was to say, oh, so you brought sons in your marriage. Is that from your ex-husband or is that from your new husband? So technically that was fucking messy. And I have to agree because with you trying to get to know someone, why would your first thought to ask me a question about my son and who is his father? When I'm pretty sure Tiffany has admitted or has said that she was pregnant at 19. And Lewis has a son with his ex-wife. I'm pretty sure it was a conversation in the confessional that they said we both have children by our significant others. We both came in with kids in the situation. We don't have kids together, but we came with sons. I'm pretty sure that was addressed in this season. So why y'all acting blind or acting stupid as to what she said don't sound fucking messy? Good night, Kimmy, and good night, Destiny. Because them faces you making in the corner was irritating the fuck out of me. And Tisha, girl, I don't know. To me, this was a completely left field conversation, a left field reason as to why y'all did this. Because how would it feel? You know what I'm saying? Because the example that Tiffany gave, okay, so you want to come out of your mouth to have a question of thinking that my son could be my new husband's, and is it the whole paternity of my child's father is your first question to get to know me. That's what you want to get to know, the paternity of my child's father. But then So Tiffany wanted to come up with the example before Kimmy could fully understand or fully realize what's happening, because now Kimmy looking dumbfounded as to why she's brought up in this conversation, because Tisha brought it up to the group. So y'all gonna have open dialogue about this. So good night, Kimmy. Because Tiffany said, oh, so what if I was to come out and say, hey, Jalen, that's not Maurice's son, is it? You would have been all irritated. Here you go, Kimmy. I don't know why I'm in this conversation. I don't know why. What she said never amazes me. I'm like, shut the fuck up, Kimmy. Shut up. I don't like that at all. I don't. Because how are you confused as to why you been brought in, but yet you pulled yourself into a conversation about side babies and side chicks? Good night, Kimmy. As you heard the example, if I'm getting to know you and that's the first thing I say, you will feel some type of way. Hence so why Tiffany felt Tisha's opening to get to know me was messy. And for Tisha to have that type of question that my son is not my husband's or is my new husband, my ex-husband, it's just all fucking messy all around. And I don't know why you guys are making it seem as if what Tiffany's saying doesn't make sense. It's really annoying me. Because then Tisha's like, how was that messy? And I'm asking you that, how is that messy? Because it is. It is. You don't come out of your way to talk about that to someone. And I saw the comments when I was watching one of the Instagram who plays clips back from the show. Everybody's pretty much saying Tiffany got what she deserved. Tiffany's getting her pushback. Listen, what's making it so out of left field for me is you guys have been in a lot of close proximities with Tiffany ever since Destiny's Brunch. Y'all been to Vegas. Y'all been to her vow renewal. Y'all been to a whole lot of events that Tiffany has been in, and I've never seen this much of Tiffany hasn't really been bothering, not to me. Tiffany hasn't done much because Tiffany was heard about her timing. I heard about how she tends to talk and tends to inject things that she doesn't know about. So Tiffany's been sitting back quiet this entire time. Y'all have never had an issue with Tiffany ever since I would say the Destiny Brunch, I would say, and the apology at Black. Tiffany hasn't done it, in my opinion, to be bothersome. So why would Tisha wants to wait all this time to now have a one-on-one conversation with Tiffany, but wants to start with what's negative about you? What's your dirt? We need to find your dirt about you. That's not how you get to know someone. And it's so left out field because why could Kimmy and Tisha start off with their own one-on-one conversations with Tiffany like Destiny did after Destiny almost ran through the entire season about how Tiffany made her feel for her birthday weeks ago? I'm over with everything that Tiffany has done. I'm now focused on recent events. And recent events, Tiffany hasn't done nothing to me that's been bothering. It's been Kimmy and Tisha, in my opinion. Because, like she said, if you want to get to know me, start from the beginning. Like where I'm born, where did I go to college at, where did I, things like that. What's my son's name? What's my Scorpio sign? Like what's my zodiac sign? And she said, like Destiny did. Destiny invited me out for drinks, and we started from there to get to my personal. And like Destiny, we had to get there. Exactly. We had to get there. I didn't just start off with saying, what's up with you? Where your dirt at? Where your bones are buried? You said you cheated. You cheated with who? I didn't start with that. Granted, Tiffany's intro to the season has been shady and messy. That's totally understandable. But lately, I didn't feel nothing after that. I've literally let go of Tiffany's past indiscretions because I feel like Tiffany has pretty much introduced herself to be more of someone that I could say, okay, Tiffany's kind of cool. She can say what she wants. She's upfront, and I feel like you guys don't like it because she's new. You guys don't like it because this is how she came in the beginning. But other than that, has Tiffany been a bother to the rest of the season? Not to me. And like Tiffany said, like, okay, so you decide with them because we're all talking about my timing, right? On how things need to be a one-on-one conversation, sidebar, not in group setting all the time. But yet within 5 seconds, Tisha decides to bring up a conversation about what I didn't tell her. That's not something you start off with. And that's not cool. And it's not. I wouldn't do that to you. I get it. I really do. But to me, I feel like y'all wanted to make Tiffany out to look so stupid on how she made y'all look, but it still didn't sit with me. It made Tisha, Kimmy, and Destiny all look out to be like mean girls. Ha ha, we got you. But I didn't like it. Because I feel like, Tisha, this was get back from you on how Tiffany pretty much said your husband said you wasn't as confident. And instead of you being a woman and letting her know how that made you feel, you just had to put her out on blast and talk about how she's not as transparent as she says she is. The transparent is not coming out because you're not speaking about your life. You're not speaking about your dirt. You're not speaking about what makes you you. At the end of the day, I feel like I know a little bit more about Tiffany than I know about Destiny. This entire season, Destiny hasn't said shit about herself at all. None whatsoever. It's been her about not liking Tiffany, how Tiffany made her feel, Mel's not being a good friend to her, blah, 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 blah. What about Destiny that she has not figured out? What dirt does Destiny have? Nobody is talking to her about it, which makes me mad.
What?
Nobody is doing that to Destiny. Why? Why aren't we doing that to Destiny? For what reason? As to why we're not putting Destiny in the hot seat. As to why she has been opening about herself this entire season. Okay. So Melly finally arrives to get her grand entrance. And she tries to have the dog. The little puppy looks so scared and petrified. He doesn't want to move. So then the video starts. I love the video. I love the beat. All of Melody's looks were amazing. So Tisha is hearing the entire song. And it's talking about, Martell getting the girl pregnant. And she's like, oh, shit, I didn't hear the whole song. I didn't know she put that in there. So Melody's all talking about, it's not about Martell, but it's about Martell. Give him credit. Give him credit for what? What credit, Tisha? Breaking her heart? Breaking up the entire family? Having an outside child? Having an affair? What credit? He deserves no credit. None at all. Shut the fuck up, Tisha. Shut up. And then I'm not liking how everybody is making it seem as if it's bad that Mel made this entire song about him. So we got plenty of other artists who made an entire album after their exes. Made quite a few singles after their exes. And we don't say shit about that. We don't say, why she keep talking about him? Isn't she over it? No. There are too many songs. Summer Walker comes to mind, how she has a lot of songs about her exes. Queen Naja. Get the fuck out of my face. Like, I don't like how people are trying to diminish Mel not being honest by saying it's about him. So, y'all still gonna listen to the song? So why y'all questioning her? Why y'all saying, oh, it's about him? It's always about Martell. So, if you've ever been hurt by someone who you've had children with and a full-on marriage with, you'll be hurt too. You will pretty much scream his name to the top of your lungs and say, I hate him, I hate him, I hate him. It's going to be quite a few times where I'm going to listen to that song on repeat because I hate this man. And this song is pretty much speaking to my feelings. Good night, everybody. So then, everybody's pretty much happy that Mel came out of this with smiles and it's good for her. So then, what's this say? So she pretty much is gifted a ring by her media team. I saw it on the was the Love and Marriage Huntsville Instagram page. And it was gifted by a custom designer, and her media team pulled together and gave her a ring, a very nice ring that looked like she was being proposed to when they did the finale preview. So she asked everybody, did they like the song? T said, did all the ladies like the song? Before they can answer, I think they say yes. Marcel is like, I like the video, I like the song, because bashing my guy. Shut up, Marcel. Shut up. So you don't like all the things that Mel said about him because it pertains to things that said about you too? I don't know. It's like reminiscing from home for you. I don't know why you feel like Mel was bashing him. Mel was speaking her truth, the truth about what Martell did to her. Goodbye. Goodbye. Good night. So then, Destiny pulls Melody to the side. First to congratulate her. I'm happy about everything you've been through. I'm so proud of you. But then Destiny decides to end all the happiness, all of the rain and parade that Mel is feeling. To talk about how Destiny feels like Mel diminished the fact that she does not have a village. I was like, what? Destiny, I know you did not just talk about how you believe that Mel diminished you don't have a village. You brought Mel over this type of conversation? For what? So Destiny feels like Mel is pretty much, talking down on Destiny, how Destiny don't have a village, she don't know what's happening, don't know what's going on, because it flashes back to another event that we didn't see filmed, that Destiny was late, but was because, she doesn't have her mom there. She doesn't have much family here, and it's I don't have much of a village that's supposed to help. That's supposed to help me make my my situation easier, not harder. But Mel said we'll get there.
I see. I know.
So to me, I just feel like, what is the point of that? Because she keeps on talking about how Mel has her huge village. Like, you were married at one time, you had Martell, you had your mom, you had Miss Marlene, but she said, okay, well, after I got divorced, I had to pretty much form my own circle, my own village. I didn't have the same village that I had before. All I can count 2 people at the back of my hand on who I rely on my village. That's my mother and my brother. I don't have this big village as you say I do. So it makes me look at Destiny. Are you mad that Melody has people helping her? Then you don't? Well, that's not Mel's fault. Do you have a lasting relationship with any members of your family? Besides, since your mother is a drug addict, like your father lives in another state, do you have any close relatives by you that can help you? And are you in any lasting relationship with the siblings or the family members of your ex-husband's side? Do you have any of that? So to me, this entire situation was bullshit to me. And I was with Melody. You mean to tell me you decide to pull me to the side on my video premiere party where I spend tens of thousands of dollars on to talk about how you don't have a village, or how I'm telling you I'm dismissing the fact you have a village? Girl, you could text, you could call me on the phone. We could have had a conversation 3 days prior after this. You decide to do this shit? Okay, I'm not doing this. But then it's like, Destiny tries to tell Mel, we need to be each other's villages. We need to be each other's backbone support system and shit like that. But Mel is like, I got mine. I don't need to add any more than I need to. Because Destiny was like, okay, well, don't go asking for outside help when you need for me to watch, when you want someone to watch your kids. I will never do that because my kids are not checking for you. She's like, what? My kids ain't checking for you? Like, when you at the photo shoot, it was like Born Destiny. First of all, your kids should only be saying this is something disrespectful about buying an adult. Was that disrespectful? Are you not born? That's just her kids being honest, and that's all her kids be, is honest, especially that boss baby. That boss baby is honest. And then she said, first of all, Martell Jr. loves me, and boss baby Mariah loves me too. In the day, Destiny, I don't know what you want from Mel. I really don't. Because this conversation did not need to happen on her event. This was her event. This was about her. This wasn't about you. And you still trying to paint a way that Mel is not being that exact friend that you need to be. At the end of the day, I think that's what Destiny wanted. Destiny wanted someone to be just as 10 toes down as she was 10 toes down. But you can't expect that much out of a friend at one time, Destiny. Because even though Mel said, I have been there for you, but you don't need to come back and say, I'm there for you too. Girl, it's okay. I'm good. I'm making sure I'm here for you. You don't have to be competitive with you're there for me too. That doesn't have to be the case. It needs to be I'm there for you, and that's that. Because at the same time, Mel is looking at the situation. Destiny is newly divorced. She has a new baby, a new business. Why would I want to stress her out even more by asking her to watch my 4 children? No. Because while Destiny is learning to be a mother, learning how to be a single woman, and also being a businesswoman all at one time, that's a lot of stress on somebody. I am not about to hold your neck to the fire of asking you to watch my children when I know you have a lot on your plate that you need to get a handle on. I have a lot on my plate that I get to handle on too. I'm not going to place a burden or a stress on someone who I know cannot handle it. It was really annoying to me. And this whole village talk was really annoying the fuck out of me. Because listen, it's sad that when you are a very huge family and you have children and you come to the point where you cannot trust a lot of members of your family to watch your kids, you literally can only trust immediate family, which is like a very few number. My husband, we have a village. There are times we do not accept it because we're trying to make it work for us, because those are our children, and can nobody watch our children like we watch our children. But we do have a village. Our village is my mother, his aunt, his uncle, and my aunt and my uncle. We have a village. We do. And we're very grateful for that village. But at the same time, Destiny, you're going to have to figure out a way for you to find a way to trust as many people as you can. Hire a nanny. Go to care.com and find you some babysitters. Because considering the fact that the way you did not acknowledge or did not open to any part about how your life been since you've been divorced, I have no idea where I can feel like, well, damn, Destiny. Excuse me, had you been focusing on telling your story instead of trying to create more beef to not talk about your story, I would have been on your side. Because I feel like this entire scene was a waste. You wanted to make a final ending moment with Destiny, with a final ending moment with Mel, trying to paint her out to be this bad friend when she has been a good friend to you. It's just not enough for you. It's just not enough. And I don't like it. Because since she keeps on trying to get Mel to understand, I want to be there for you, you could be there for me. But I said I've been there for you. I've been there for you multiple times. It needs to just be that. You do not have to be combative and say you're there for me too. It don't need to be like that. Just because Mel said, okay, if you feel like I'm dismissing you because you don't have a village, then what do I need to do? What do I need to do for you? Okay, well, I need you to call me. I need you to support me. That's done and done. What else? What else? Because I have no problem watching your son, but that's what Destiny wanted to hear. Destiny wanted to hear Mel chime in and say, "Okay, so at some point, I want to entrust you with watching my kids at some point, and I will return it by watching Law a few times." Like she wants someone to ease in and show up for her before she can show up for someone else. I don't know what it is. It's kind of like, she wants someone to be as tight of a friend that she's trying to be. But if you do not have that, you can't force it. You can't force someone to be all 10 toes down for you if you're going to question everything that they do before they get a chance to do it for you. Like, it's so crazy to me. The way that she keeps going on and on about how Mel does this, but still feel like she doesn't have time for Destiny. Destiny, you are a grown-ass woman. I'm pretty sure you have your own business, your own situation going on, that you do not have time to go ahead and see what Mel's going on. Mel's busy just like you're busy. I don't know if you're jealous about the type of busy that Mel is and you want to keep up to that. Because you were proud that Mel went through a lot and how she came out divorced. I'm living my life like it's golden. And you have yet to come to that, hallelujah. I'm coming out. I'm coming out, Diana Ross style. You have yet to find that, but you cannot force that when you are trying to pretty much compete with someone else. You can't do that. Because the whole thing about the village is getting their Destiny, okay? You're going to have to figure it out on your own and figure it out a way if it's going to work for you. You're not going to have it work the same way that Mel has it worked out for her. Huh? Okay. Go.
No.
So then, yeah, all that was just bullshit to me. I don't like it. So then, they all leave and they're all, yelling back and forth in a playful manner. I didn't like it because Mel said, listen, I'm not about to sit with you at my video premiere that I pay lots of money on. Talk about no damn village. I'm trying to get these shoes off. I'm tired. I'm hot. Everything didn't work out the way I wanted to the beginning. So I'm not about to do this with you. Good night, Destiny. And then I was with Mel in the confessional. First of all, y'all want to come at Tiffany about bad timing? This was bad timing. Absolutely. Bad timing, wrong place, wrong time to have this conversation. That's absolutely correct. So then a fireworks show happening, and then who we know? Martell shows up. So it's like, what the fuck is he doing here? He heard from Marceau about the video premiere. So they have a one-on-one conversation towards the end. And he said, even though I've said some things about the video, I came in support because what's good for you is good for our 4 children. So I need to be on board with this. But then, as, he's keep on talking about in the confession. No, he said, in the beginning, I was there for you when you put the work in. You did the due diligence, and I'm proud of you, successful. She's like, oh, okay, that's fine. Thank you. Appreciate it. Handshake. He was like, for real? Handshake. Because, of course, it's kind of like, what you doing here? You didn't receive an invite, meaning you weren't supposed to come. I didn't call you. But, of course, he said, I wanted to, show my support. That could have been a phone conversation. You could have told me that on the phone. Hey, thank you for supporting me. You know what I'm saying? Good night. Click. So then, after all of that, he said in his confessional how he keeps on trying to place him and Mel into a we situation. How we did this. if it wasn't for me putting her in a financial space to get her to this point, we wouldn't be here. She wouldn't be here. I'm like, you're making this about you. This isn't about you. And we all know that Mel was the main one behind everything, the brain and the brawn, pretty much. She was the head of the whole entire operation, putting the groundwork in. You wasn't doing shit. I didn't like how, like, he had me all the way until he said, if it wasn't for me, Mel wouldn't be here financially. And then the whole entire song is about me. I need to hit up my lawyer and see if I can get maybe 50% of that, because that's credit. Give me my credit. No, nigga, no. You want her money because you ain't got none. You want that 50% because you don't have no money. Talking about how you helped her be in a financial standpoint. No, she helped you be in a financial standpoint. And now look at you, broken, pantyless, wearing tight ass clothes, that tight ass white suit with that velour mock neck sweater, whatever the fuck that's called. Good night. So of course, while everybody was surprised he came, Marceau was literally waiting for another Martell and Mel blow up. He was waiting for his popcorn. But since that didn't happen, he was like, damn, I kind of wanted a fight to break out. Marceau, shut up. How are you gonna feel tired about seeing them fighting, but yet wanting to see them fighting? That means you and Tisha like that shit. Y'all like it. You like when it's not about y'all. Y'all want to be about someone else's. Good night. But that was pretty much the end of the episode, the end of the season. Everybody else saying how they happy, the year is over, blah, blah, blah. Then we get to a 3-part reunion. Carlos King is hosting and asking all the questions that everybody wanted to know, all the way down to Martell. If he had met the coleslaw earlier when he had married her, which causes for Mel to leave out crying because there's a dark shadow, a dark cloud that's constantly surrounding how the whole thing with Martell is. It's gonna be an interesting situation. I'm actually here for it. I'm actually here for it. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm here for it. But that's it, you guys. That's all I have for tonight. Please stay tuned for my next video, and I'm gonna see you guys later. Bye.